So this is old. This is like I want to say a year old. October, let's see, October, November, December. Yeah, it was towards the end of last year. I didn't know about it. And it honestly, if it's still going in the direction that this thing said it was going back in October, then I mean, I have an explanation. So it says that U.S. gamers aren't buying video games anymore. New study reveals. A study revealed that a majority of video game sales are fueled by only 4% of players. In 2025, 63% of U.S. consumers are buying fewer games. Um, a new study has revealed that most US gamers are no longer buying video games. The surprising research revealed that the majority of game sales are supported by a small group of hardcore hobbyists. The Nintendo Switch 2's record breaking sales may also be saving the industry. I feel like the hobbyists are the only one that are buying the Switch 2 and the sales are going to dip. The sales are going to dip. Trust me, they're going to dip. It's taken time, but you're going to see those sales dip. Nintendo's going to be scratching their head going, we got to sell some more of these things. And they're not going to. I don't think, not until they go down in price or figure something out. And then they're talking about raising the price. That's not going to help. So yeah, 63% of US gamers buy 2 games or fewer per year. Yeah. When's the last time I bought a game? Oh, well, I bought Hytale not long ago, but that's not like a AAA game. And I think this is what they're talking about is AAA. An interesting study from marketing research firm Circana recently revealed that game habits in the US are drastically shifting in 2025. This is towards the end of 2025. We're in 2026 now. But if it's still going on, which I'm pretty sure it is, I feel like there's an explanation for it. And you know what the explanation is? Shit's too expensive. Everything has gotten too expensive, and plus you have to layer on like they're even mentioning it, microtransactions and live service games, for example, aren't typically counted as game sales, but I'm guaranteeing you all the money they're trying to squeeze out of us through those kind of sales, I feel like is to blame. I feel like that is the problem. What just fell? Something just fell. I don't know. I didn't see what it was. Something fell. Um Shit is too expensive. And I actually got it from this website, from Twitter, something I saw. It's like I said, it's from last year, but my immediate reaction was shit costs too much as well. That's on the industry for milking us. And that's absolutely true. They milk us. They milk us for everything we're worth. And then they keep raising the prices. That's the other thing. Like Nintendo raising up the prices to like 80, 90 fucking dollars. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm really, really wishing it would start backfiring on Nintendo. Nintendo needs a huge wake up call. And I've talked about this crap before. Things are going downhill because we have too many, suits and ties ruining our hobby. Like it didn't used to be that bad. We didn't see all this investment and all these companies getting involved in video games. And like I mentioned before, we're in a crash right now. The crash is happening now. It's not quite like the original crash, but it is happening, and it's primarily it's a AAA crash. It's just AAA struggling, but that's because AAA isn't willing to innovate. AAA doesn't care. Like they just want to make that money. Give me all the money. Give me all the money. All the Benjamins. Give me all that money, bitch. Give me that cash money, bitch. That's what they're trying to do. And it's making people frustrated. And I feel like and I'm probably not alone on this because this is how I react to it. I am to the point where I just look at the games I already have and I have a backlog of things and I go, nah, nah, nope. Okay. And and I just don't buy anything new, and that's a lot of people. I think that's a thing. You're seeing fewer and fewer people buy it. Of course, oh, this is all. Why am I yawning? This is all coming off the back of record high sales too. That's the other thing. Like they're not even considering the fact that we were going through, at one point several years ago, we were going through a pandemic. People were saying staying home and everything. So we got these highs in the sales, and then that's bottoming out. But we also see a lot of people who are getting smarter. Like there's the younger generation is a lot smarter than a lot of us give them credit for. They know how to look at how much things cost and go, wow, that's crazy. And then they're smart enough to go, well, I can figure something else out. And unfortunately, one of those things is emulation. I feel like that's part of the problem. There are people picking up devices and whatnot that are, while pretty expensive, they can turn around and throw legacy titles on. They can grab, hell, even GameCube games on in some cases can run on these devices, depending on the device. And so a lot of people are just like, screw it, I'll just emulate. And I feel like, but the problem with that, and hell, even the problem with me announcing that, is companies will look at that. I'm pretty sure a company has looked at my videos before. They're going to look at that. They're going to look at videos like mine, maybe not necessarily mine, but videos like mine, and they're going to go, we got to crack down on this emulation more. So then they start getting more and more hostile towards emulation. They start shutting down more sites and whatnot. And it gets very, very out of hand. So in a way, I'm not helping the problem by doing a video on it, but I got to do something. I have not put up a video in a while, and I felt like this was worth talking about. We're just at a point where everything costs too much, and I don't think the Nintendo Switch 2 is going to help with that much. I don't think it is helping with much, and I think we're fixing to see things just kind of go down the toilet. Like it seems great right now, but it's slowly going to go, especially with how much things are costing. And Nintendo's like, we're going to go up on the prices. I hate our president. I hate him so much. I really wish he would just drop. Like I hate talking about that in a video like this, but I really do wish he would, cuz he is going to drop. He's going to drop. There's too much evidence that shows he probably has frontal, I forget what it's called, frontal, I can't remember the name of it, but it's a condition. His hand keeps being purple because they keep using that to inject a medication into him. They're basically got him on life support. Well, he's like a walking corpse at this point. He's on life support. He's on cognitive support. Ah, uh, I keep wanting to yawn and whatnot. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. This video is gonna be just me yawning too much, and I apologize. But I mean, I got the itis right now. I just ate a bunch, so I myself, I play a lot of old games. Like I just fire up an emulator. I have a backlog of Steam games. I have hardware in the living room. I don't buy everything on a console. Like there's a lot of AAA stuff I don't buy. The majority of the titles that I own on my Switch are compilations and collections and whatnot. It's older titles or it's indie titles. Same thing across everything. It's just shit costs too much. And instead of just making some fun experiences where you experiment a bit, these mother effers are just like trying to find the next big thing. They're trying to find their next Fortnite and whatnot. That is not going to work. It's not going to work. It hasn't worked. I don't know what makes them think it is going to work. We are in the crash now. This is the crash. Okay, it's just a AAA crash, but it's a crash. Hell, even back in the day when we had the crash in the US, do you really think that crash included PC games at the time? Or what constituted as a PC game at the time? Hell no. Games for Windows and what? Or wait, Windows, DOS? No, DOS. Sorry. There were still games on like DOS, and over in Europe it was the ZX Spectrum, ZX Spectrum if you're from the US. Things of those natures. There were still games being played there. There were still games being played around the world. That's why I say, like, this is another crash. It's a little more global, but it's mostly just AAA. And that's why we see studios doing weird, twisted shit, like buying up paying off indie studios and then closing indie studios and shit. By the way, if you are an indie studio, don't let AAA get anywhere near you. Don't let big companies get near you. Keep doing it alone. Keep at it alone. Don't let them get involved. Don't let them buy your company. Don't let them invest in your company. Keep them the hell away from your companies. Just keep them the hell away. I feel like this video, the volume here could have been a lot louder than it was through the whole video. We can't afford things anymore. That's the problem. And we would keep buying new things if new things weren't constantly going up in cost. I think Nintendo's fixing to see the light eventually. It's gonna take a while. I hate how people keep defending the shit Nintendo does. The sycophants. Is it sycophant? I don't know. Just stop. Stop defending Nintendo. Stop white knighting for Nintendo. Stop kissing Nintendo's frickin' ass. Oh my god. I don't know. Will it ever get any better? I don't know. I do believe that things are gonna get worse before they get better. So that's something to think about.